Hello, my friends. Welcome back to our study along of the World Order of Bahá'u'lláh, Selected Letters. Happy Rizvan if you are celebrating and watching this in real time. It's a very special Baha'i holy season. We are going to be concluding today the letter entitled The Dispensation of Bahá'u'lláh, published or written in February of 1934. If you're joining for the first time, linked below, you'll find all kinds of good information to get you oriented as to who, what, when, where, and why of this letter. All right, paragraph 51 of the letter, The Dispensation of Bahá'u'lláh. In the light of these clear and conclusive statements, it is our clear duty to make it indubitably evident. You guys got that? Clear and conclusive. Our clear duty to make it indubitably evident. Shoghi Effendi is very specific in his language. Okay, in light of these clear and conclusive statements, it is our clear duty to make it indubitably evident to every seeker after truth, that from, quote, the beginning that hath no beginning, the prophets of the one, the unknowable God, including Bahá'u'lláh himself, have all as the channels of God's grace, as the exponents of his unity, as the mirrors of his light, and the revealers of his purpose, been commissioned to unfold to mankind an ever-increasing measure of his truth, of his inscrutable will and divine guidance, and will continue to quote the end that hath no end, to vouchsafe still fuller and mightier revelations of his limitless power and glory. Super important paragraph, you guys, especially, Shoghi Effendi kind of highlighted this paragraph, pointed to it by saying, in light of these clear and conclusive statements, it is our clear duty to make it indubitably evident to every seeker after truth that from the beginning that hath no beginning, the prophets of the one, the unknowable God. So the prophets, including Bahá'u'lláh himself, have all as the channels of God's grace, as the exponents of his unity, as the mirrors of his light and the revealers of his purpose, been commissioned to unfold to mankind an ever-increasing measure of his truth. The prophets of God, including Bahá'u'lláh himself, have been commissioned to unfold to mankind an ever-increasing measure of his truth, of his inscrutable will and divine guidance. And will, okay, so let's just stop there. That's super important. Whether you are a Baha'i and you want to be better equipped with language to articulate the Baha'i view of all the world's religions and Baha'u'llah's place amongst all the prophets of God, or you are not a Baha'i and you're just watching this channel and you're curious about what is actually the Baha'i view of Baha'u'lláh, of Jesus, of the whole panorama of world religions and the Judeo-Christian, Islamic, Abrahamic religious history, as well as Buddha and the whole deal. This is just really important. I'm sorry to keep harping on it, but it's got really great language for us to really internalize. So from the beginning that hath no beginning, so this has been happening forever. The prophets of God with a capital P, including Baha'u'lláh himself, have been, we get several descriptors. They are the channels of God's grace, exponents of his unity, mirrors of his light, and revealers of his purpose. Got that? Channels of God's grace, exponents of God's unity, mirrors of God's light. There's one more. Revealers of God's purpose. And they have been commissioned by God. They have been given this mission, this task by God to unfold to us throughout history, to unfold for mankind an ever-increasing share, ever-increasing measure of God's truth. It's like the sun in the sky, S-U-N, rising in the daytime, and as it rises, the darkened, shadowed land gets more and more lit up. There's this increasing measure of what you can see, and increasing measure of God's truth is revealed. And increasing measure of his inscrutable will, increasing measure of God's will is revealed. An increasing measure of divine guidance is revealed. And this process will continue to the end that hath no end. So the beginning that hath no beginning and the end that hath no end. To vouchsafe still fuller and mightier revelations of his limitless power. So, I'm actually going to stop here. Forgive me. I said I would finish this letter, but I think that's a lot to digest. I think in my copy, it's page 118. Again, it's paragraph 51 in the letter, The Dispensation of Bahá'u'lláh. It starts, in the light of these clear and conclusive statements. I think this is something to really chew on, meditate on, and even try to memorize, like write down the salient points here. And I will link this paragraph, or I'll cut and paste it in the description so you have it. This is just so delicious and juicy. So next week, we will finish the Dispensation of Bahá'u'lláh. Thank you so much for joining me in this study along, my friends. Again, linked below, you will find this document. You will find a study guide. You will find the playlist for this weekly video series so you can get up to speed, as well as information on the Baha'i faith, the launch video for this project where I share, like, personally, like, why I'm doing this and the context in which I see this book. And also links if you would like to support my work and support this channel, PayPal, Patreon, my online gallery and gift shop, Noble Beings, my book. All much appreciated. And of course, like and subscribe and comment. All of those help more people find this content on YouTube. All right, my friends, until next time, I wish you the best for playing your unique part in making this world a better place. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.